Hi there, welcome to the most recent episode of my 10-minute moan. This one will probably not be 10 minutes to be fair. And the topic of this one is the bizarre resignation of Louise Haigh from the Cabinet as the Transport Secretary. And the reason I say it's a bit bizarre is it doesn't make sense. There's just absolutely no link between what we're told is the reasons for her leaving and her leaving, so it leaves us to try and guess why, and I'm not really going to play that game, but I'm going to look into the reasons given and why they're total nonsense. So she's told everybody that she wrote a letter to the Prime Minister where she tells everybody about an incident where she made a mistake. And this goes back 11 years when she was mugged apparently in London and had her mobile stolen. Her mobile phone? No, get your words right, Craig. A mobile phone stolen. Allegedly. It was a works mobile phone. So in this letter to the Prime Minister, she said it was a mistake. Whatever the facts of the matter, this issue was inevitably be a distraction from delivering on the work of the government. You're going, what? He had a phone stole 11 years ago, and that's leading to you resigning because it will affect the work of the government. Seems a bit odd. Now, this comes after Sky News had revealed details of the offence 24 hours before it. With Miss Haigh saying in a statement she believed her phone had been stolen after she was mugged in a night out, but later discovered that was not the case. She also alluded that Keir Starmer knew about her in her resignation letter, saying, as you know, this is her talking to Keir Starmer, in 2013 I was mugged in London as a 24-year-old woman. The experience was terrifying. In immediate aftermath, I reported the incident to the police. So she's suggesting that Keir Starmer knew all about this. I gave the police a list of possessions that I believed had been stolen, including my work's phone. Sometime later, I discovered the handset in question was still in my house. I should have informed the police immediately. I should have immediately informed my employer, and not doing so straight away was a mistake. Miss Haigh then said that while she's totally committed to her political project, she believes it's best served by me supporting you from outside the government. I'm sorry to leave under these circumstances, but I take pride in what we have done. I will continue to fight every day for the people of Sheffield Healy, who I was first and foremost elected to represent, and to ensure that the rest of our programme is delivered in full. Right? So just to be clear, she got mugged, she thought her work's phone was stolen, and it turned out it hadn't. And that's led to her stop being a cabinet minister. Do you understand why I'm struggling to take this and accept this as the full story? Keir Starmer thanked Ms Haigh for all you've done to deliver this government's ambitious transport agenda. Yeah. And I know you still have a huge contribution to make in the future. This letter was dated 28th of November, but only came public this morning. Now, Rob Powell, correspondent for Sky News, said while government sources insist the resignation was Louise Haigh's decision, the political weather around the now former Transport Secretary always made for job potential outcome. As well as being the first Cabinet Minister to resign, Miss Haigh is also the first Cabinet Minister to publicly rebuke Sir Keir Starmer. That was over calls she made, remember this, to boycott P&O ferries after the mass sackings of hundreds of workers, comments that led to a £1 billion investment temporarily shelved by PO. They went, the Transport Minister for Britain's telling folk to boycott us, who are a transport company, who are bringing £1 billion worth of investment into the UK. Did seem a bit bonkers at the time. And she also had connections with Chief of Staff Sue Gray, who got bumped off a couple of weeks ago. But the new team now in place at the top of number 10, some had already been speculating about her future in government. This is when Sue Gray was replaced. People were like, the new guy's going to just, he doesn't like Corbynites, and either they are, but you know, I'm not running Labour, it's not my decision. Anyway, the ultimate trigger for a resignation is likely more straightforward though. In 2022, speaking about the Partygate scandal, Sir Keir said you cannot be a lawmaker and a lawbreaker. So this Sky News think this is just Keir having a bit of a conscience, and I call bollocks on that. The reason I can quite comfortably call bollocks on that, the Sky are trying to paint out that Sir Keir Starmer's this knight in shining armour, and you know he's got all morals, and you can't be a lawmaker and a lawbreaker, so that's why she's gone. Okay, but he's always knew about this. This isn't a new thing, and he made her into the cabinet. But the intriguing part of the story is there's been some people who worked with her at the time that have suggested that what was going on at her work at the time was some of her colleagues were getting a new phone, and a nice new phone, newer than the one she had. So she got mugged and hers went missing. And there's also a suggestion that she gets sacked from her work over the head of it. Right? Now, I still, even if all that's true, right, it still wouldn't leave me thinking, well, yeah, that's just miraculously came to light over the last 24 years. That will bring down a government. You know what I mean? That's no something that's life changing or earth shattering. So it is a load of bollocks. So is this just a reaction to her previous comments that upset Pino? I don't know. But I tell you what it is. It's bloody funny. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the notification and subscription buttons. But most importantly of all, issue this terrible Labour government. They seem to be making a complete arse of everything they touch. Not them, but
everyone else. Have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.